Although both gender equality and universal access to water and sanitation are fundamental and an interconnected human rights, large gaps persist in the water domain. Such disparities are both an indicator and an amplifier of gender inequalities in water-related and environmental policies. A lack of access to water and sanitation usually has far-reaching consequences that disproportionately impact women and girls. Fused with unequal gender roles and the persistent gender stereotypes, which are deeply rooted in social norms and traditions, the burden of water collection and distribution often disproportionately falls on the shoulders of women in developing economies. This can be dangerous. It may increase the risks of disease, injury, stress, sexual assault, and takes up a lot of time that could be spent differently. Women are generally perceived as domestic water users, meaning that they may also face additional barriers to accessing water for other non-domestic purposes. This can have important implications on their income-generating activities and economic participation, since women's labor is often unpaid, undervalued, or even unrecognized. The existence of unequal gender roles has a profound impact on water governance. This is reflected in women's underrepresentation in the formal water sector and their overrepresentation in the lowest paid jobs in the informal sector. Simultaneously, women are often underrepresented in leadership positions, including water management. As a direct consequence, female perspectives are less considered in decision-making, leading to gender-biased water policies. As a global community, we can learn from best practices and move forward to overcome these challenges and create a more equitable and sustainable future. For this reason, the UNESCO World Water Assessment Programme, together with the Global Multi-Stakeholder Coalition, is promoting a wide-scale call for action for accelerating gender equality in the water domain. The call recommends 5 key areas of action. Number 1. Prioritize the collection of sex disaggregated water data. Household data on water access disregards household dynamics and power imbalances. The collection of such water data is crucial for understanding and addressing gender differences and to create better informed water policies. Number 2. Follow principles of gender equal funding. A funding gap for gender equal access to safe drinking water exists. This must change. Access to clean and sufficient water is a human right, and funding policies must require gender mainstreaming. Number 3. Narrow the gap between policy and practice. Gaps between water policies and practice must be eliminated. States need to advance policies to uphold women's water rights and must be held responsible by civil society. Number 4. Foster women's leadership. We must recognize and promote women as strong leaders in the water domain and elevate female empowerment. Gender mainstreaming, targeted leadership training, and the promotion of best-case examples will help accomplish this. Number 5. Counter harmful norms and stereotypes. Gendered norms and harmful stereotypes must be immediately dismantled. Raising awareness among communities and the public is imperative to establish gender-sensitive norms and transformative practices in the water domain. To catalyze the implementation of these key actions, the UNESCO World Water Assessment Programme promotes and facilitates the joint collaboration of the global community through the participation of governments, the United Nations system, academia, private sector, and civil society. Each stakeholder group can offer valuable contributions to advance gender equality in the water sector. Every voice matters. The UNESCO World Water Assessment Programme develops dedicated communication materials that convey findings and suggested actions to raise awareness, dismantle stereotypes, promote women's empowerment, and bridge policy practice gaps. UNESCO actively supports countries to implement concrete actions that advance gender equality in the water domain and organizes national and regional advocacy events. The action needed to achieve gender equality in the water sector is considerable. UNESCO's call for action will reinforce the efforts already being made by thousands of men and women trailblazing the road towards equality. We asked some of these water advocates what gender inclusivity in the water sector means to them.
Gender inclusivity in water sector is an opportunity for women to be part of the solution.
I think that gender inclusion in the water sector brings much broader perspectives to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of water management, as well as to enhance the sustainability to achieve better outcomes and much more connected innovation.
The inclusion of gender equality in water-related domains provides opportunities. The intervention of equality in governance and management of water reduces the gender gap significantly in all other associated sectors.
In Ethiopia, gender in water currently means securing water for women. This entails identifying and prioritizing women's water needs and allocating budget accordingly. Unless it's in the budget, it will not be done.
For me, true gender inclusivity means that men must also be allies to open openly advocate and acknowledge women as strong and effective leaders in the water sector.
We at PDI in Tanzania make sure that women participate at all levels in policy making, in decision making in the context of water supply and water resources management.
Que las mujeres tengan las mismas posibilidades que los hombres para alcanzar posiciones directivas en las instituciones del agua.
体恤理解女性和女孩对卫生的要求和她们的用水挑战，保障她们的用水权利，并将女性领导力纳入决策环节。
Gender inclusivity in water sector means to have efficient and equitable gender-responsive policy tailored to the unique and complex nature of the water sector.
Gender inclusivity means a variety of variable, diverse, innovative, and sustainable possible solutions and ideas in the now uncertain and complex water sector management and decision-making.
By applying a gender intersectionality lens to designing and implementing water solutions, we envision water for all, where every life benefits from clean water.
Las niñas y las mujeres deben tener autoridad para decidir sobre el agua y el saneamiento. Este sector solo será inclusivo y operacional empoderando a las mujeres.
Stanimo na put rodnoj diskriminaciji stvaranjem uslova za prepoznavanje i uvažavanje potreba onih najugroženijih.